Hey guys, so this video is about um, uh, mental behavior, which I'm trying to kind of develop. And I came to know about it from this book, which is surprisingly um, very insightful. The subtle art of not giving a FUCK. So I think what Mark is talking about there about the concept of self-awareness onion, and what he's saying is that the main idea is that um, the way you respond to life situations has a lot to do with the values that you deeply care and the way you measure them, whether you are able to kind of exercise or adopt those values or not. And when we see that we are not able to um, exercise those values, we are not able to um, um, adopt those values, um, then we feel frustrated, stressed, happy, sad, angry, disappointed, things like that. So he talks about um, three layers of analysis that you can do for every emotional state. The first one is that when you feel happy, sad, disappointed, excited, hopeful, accomplished, whatever, arrogant, whatever, try to understand what was the event that happened, and then try to understand that why did you really feel in that way. um, and that will kind of help you kind of uncover a little bit about your psychological makeup. And then the third one is that you try to understand why do you really care about it, why do you really deeply care about it, what's the underlying value. Now, let me give you an example, the way I apply it. I felt very happy and mostly content when I was on a career break for about 4 months. Um, and why do I feel about the way I felt? It was because I had very less stress in my daily life, and I had enough time to do things that mattered to me, which included waking up, having a coffee, going for a run, taking bath, in the afternoon going for a swim, coming back, meditating, spending a lot of quality time with my daughter, reading books, practicing my music. There are many other things that I did. And I had a lot more control in the way I responded to life situations. I was mostly aware, I was trying to control my emotions in terms of anger, frustration, sad. I had this awareness running parallelly inside my head where I always had this feeling, this awareness that every problem can be solved, and probably only few problems are really worth being anxious and stressed, but most of the problems can be solved. So that's why I felt peaceful, calm, and content during that period. But then you go another layer down, and what's the underlying value that really make you feel the way you feel? And to me, what I realized is that having freedom to do what I want on a day-to-day basis is super important. This changes the way I feel in my body and my mind. And I never thought about it in this way, because when you start thinking about it in this way, you understand that the idea behind chasing money, idea behind chasing certain role or certain kind of experience, they are pretty kind of superficial and at a very external layer when you are trying to just respond to different stimulus that you are getting from the environment. But deep inside, what I really care about is having freedom, um, uh, on my time the way I want to kind of spend it. And that keeps me calm, that keeps me grounded, that keeps me focused on things that really matter to me. So as you can see that, the concept of self-awareness kind of on onion has got three layers. Find out the event and frequency. Why did you feel a certain kind of emotion? Write it down. Try to understand why did you really feel in the way you really did, and then go one more level deeper. That what was the underlying value? Why do you really feel it in the way that you did? And again, this is one outcome in which this value itself is a realization, and I can choose to change that value, or I can choose to change the way I measure this value. So you can apply to kind of certain kind of situation when you are feeling anger, when my daughter is not responding to certain kind of expectations, getting up, getting ready for the school and things like that. And then why do I really feel in the way? Because I believe that discipline helps in being a good human, but I am probably ignoring the fact that she's quite young and it's not her permanent state and things like that. So when you start realizing it, then you either try to change the value that you really care about, which is essentially fueling that particular emotional state, or you try to change the metric that on a day-to-day basis, on a single day, it doesn't matter. If she is able to do it like 9 out of 10 days, this is fine. This is how humans work. So I really like this concept of self-awareness, Onion. So yeah, this is quite useful. Yeah, hope you kind of also will find it useful and you'll like to apply it in your life.